Hey guys, let's get into another game. Farseer spec looks really good. Not quite convinced on the tarantula. This is no good. These two are pretty good. I think Farseer probably just because it's easier to play with the Stormcrawler. Cost control. We're obviously just going to get arc lights. This looks pretty good. Probably want to consider putting the crawlers one square up because that first salvo did splash the arc light. Don't know much about this player. We're gonna skip here as usual. Ranged arc lights with some more chaff. Pretty standard. Do you have the crawler spell coming in? I think the rays aren't going to be able to clear this before it gets to the tower, but opponent doesn't have any anti-air, so it's going to be fine for us. Doesn't look like we'll have anything left on the ground, but hopefully we'll be able to get some level, at least one level on Phantom Ray here. We do. Wasps, I think, is an auto pick here, simply because Wasps are the best counter to Rays, and Wasps are also the best counter to Wasps, so we'll get the Wasps in case the opponent goes Wasp. I think we get 2 more arc lights and get another pack of Rays. Or do we just get 2 arc lights and go range? Probably. Given opponent has 5 or at least 4 crawler chaff, I think we have to go arcs with range. He goes hounds here, so the arc lights with range are pretty good into that. The AA of choice is the marksman, but the wasps are going to act as pretty good chaff against the marksman. Opponent does not have any fangs or mustangs, so nothing else can hit the wasps. So turns out to be a really good result for us. likely to see the opponent picking up Mustangs next round. Perhaps Fangs, but probably Mustangs. Ion Blast could be pretty good, but kind of feels like that's going to put us a bit behind on round 4. Probably don't need it right now. We just skip. Opponent's probably going to go extended range marksman. The Farseer, the question is, do we sell it now or later? We could leave it around just for 1 round and see what happens. Put it on our strong side, perhaps, but not quite sure which one is our strong side now. Do we start selling out of the Stormcrawler? I think so. So we're obviously going to go more raise. Think we go cloak, but I'm not sure because he doesn't have any units that requires cloak. The marksmen are going to hit the wasps. We're probably going to see Mustangs, but we don't get blind armor enhancement just because we think there's a chance. So kind of not sure what to do here. We have 200 left over, and maybe we just get a fuel. Something like this. See Mustang with also the training on the Mustang, so quite scary here. We might consider going armor spec, but we're gonna have to watch out for the missile interceptor tech. It's kind of good that we didn't get cloaked because the wasps would probably get targeted a bit quicker, and we want the race to actually tank for the wasps. The wasps are doing a few things. They're also clearing chaff for us, as well as being bodies in front of the phantom rays for the snipers. Pretty interesting here. Do we go sledges and just put them on the side? Maybe. That could be a pretty interesting play here. Fangs, they're going to be a little bit too far behind. Opponent will probably go Fangs. Let's just go for the sledges and put them on put them here. We probably don't invest in the crawler pack, although I think that's going to make this a lot weaker. Sell out of the Farseer first. So for our first tech, do we go armor? Not sure. But not sure if we want to upgrade the wasps because they might feed experience. Let's just go armor here. And potentially even burst. And why don't we go all in on the flanks here? This is kind of crazy and could lose us the game instantly, but kind of not sure what else to do here. Let's do this. Upgrade that and maybe just upgrade this. See anti-missile. We already got burst as a precaution, so we blind countered that, and it looks like the sledgehammers are doing a pretty good job tanking. Everything is so occupied. The level 4 fangs are a bit worrying. However, they are hitting the rays, but the rays are not level 4 to completely block the damage here. Can we get the tower? We kind of really need the tower here. You get the tower. So that double sledgehammer flank, not sure if that was worth it or not. We'll go additional deploy. The thing is, if we go war crimes, then this is going to be the flanks are going to hurt us more than they help us. I think we have to end up going shield now on the... I don't think we click anything. Let's just get rid of the Stormcrawler. Keep going raise. And let's click shield here. I think it's time to borrow as well. Let's borrow for another arc light. See 2 Overlords with HE, pretty scary. Phantom Rays do have shield now. Probably gonna have to sell out of the sledgehammers pretty soon and get the war crime if this game goes on longer. The Hounds are pretty well positioned to protect the Mustangs in case of the war crime. This distraction is pretty powerful, but kind of just makes everything come out a little bit later. I think it does actually look like it's not a bad idea because it preoccupies the Overlords for a bit. Can we get to the tower is the question. We just need to get one salvo off. Yep, we will get the tower, I think. So I think the fact that we got the tower, maybe the sledge play was a good idea. Super heavy armor. Do we get that? Probably not. It's probably too much of a commitment. HE Overlords are scary. I wonder if we get aerial spec. Kind of feel like we just need to go war crimes here. Skip. So the oil is already used, unfortunately. Borrow. Let's get the incendiary bomb. Do we start selling out of the flanks? Potentially. This could end up not working very well for us here. I think we have to sell out here. Kind of want to sell out of the flank so the Mustangs will go in a bit, go into the fire here. Our fire is not the best here. We need them on the side. Hopefully the second volley will to take care of that. Doesn't look like it's going to be it's going to be enough for us, but we do have a lot of units left over. Perhaps if we could get this tower. Probably going to see an underground threat right here, and that's going to be understandable. Fire does come off of the oil does come off of cooldown, which is going to help us with the. Probably don't need to have the extra Vulcan here. So I think we have to start going aerial spec. Perhaps elite recruiting some of the wasps. Opponent hasn't gone aerial spec yet on the Mustangs, but I feel like if he clicks it, the wasps are super dead. But we kind of need the wasps. Do we get another Vulcan first though? Maybe not, since we already have the fuel. Get some wasps. Borrow. Get the range. And let's level up one of our best squads here. Maybe this one. Fortunately, we don't see any shields. At this point, the crawlers are not doing anything for us. In fact, they're just delaying the Mustangs from running into the fire. We got we'll have a nice couple juicy volleys here. So feels like the Mustangs are doing their job. The fire extinguisher tech is probably coming out pretty soon. Is Overlord really going to destroy everything? These Overlords are just too strong here. Maybe we do this. I feel like we need more of these guys. This is already going to get baited, so if anything, we can do a forward one and just beacon it back. Although I wonder if the issue really is not enough Vulcans. I think the issue is more about the Overlords here. And I wonder if we need something like range or elite marksman. Probably need something like that. Elite marksman's pretty good here. We got multiple packs. And why don't we get another one of these guys and just beacon them back. Fortunately, we won't have enough money for the range here, so that could be pretty bad for us. Something like this. Just need to get that first volley off right here. Maybe a missile here as well, or just get speed actually. Enemy goes shielded wasps for some chaff of his own. The question is really, are double tech wasp going to be good enough against the enemy overlords? And I don't think so. He also has wasp production, so we end up losing pretty badly here. Probably get something and sell it, I think. So we're probably going to need to think about something here. We might need to go War Factory, because the rays are just basically instant killed. These wasps are doing pretty good, but we could expect some mustangs with... Yeah, I mean, maybe we just keep committing on these guys. Let's go range. Elite recruit some more. Still beacon him back here. You want to attack here, and let's do a missile here. We're relying on everything now to... We're relying on the wasps here for everything, but honestly, I don't think this is going to work. Triple tech wasps, he's got mustangs under shields. Good thing is the Phantom Ray without the cloak is tanking quite a bit. Bad thing here is that we're almost already at the tower. Wow, those things just died like crazy. What the hell? Those wasps are crazy powerful. I might have to go watch that again. I don't even understand what happened. All of a sudden, the 3 overlords just exploded. Okay, so we win that one. So what did the damage there? It's got to be these wasps, right? 26,000, 29,000. Okay, so the range kept them safe away from the mustangs, and surprised he didn't go aerial spec, but I guess aerial spec he ends up getting stuck on the Phantom Rays.